Okay, so we have the USSR and Afghanistan by Abby Ecker and Evan Pennington. On December 24, 1979, Russian paratroopers invaded Afghanistan in order to support the government and make the Mujahideen rebels out to be nothing more than terrorists. On December 29th of 1979, Ayman, the Prime Minister of Afghanistan, was shot and killed by Russian forces and was replaced by Barbaric Kemal, who needed Russian support to keep control in the government. But the Mujahideen soon proved to be a formidable opponent. But who were the Mujahideen? Various loosely assigned Afghan opposition group that wanted to rebel against the pro-Soviet Afghanistan. And here you'll find the leaders of the Afghani population, and on the left you have Ayman Hafizullah, who was the prime minister who was assassinated by the Russian forces, and on the right you will find his replacement, Barbaric Kemal. As the most important event in the Cold War, the USSR and Afghanistan is more important than the perestroika and glasnost as well as everything else, because our event proved Russia's weakness in its military and proved them not to be a formidable opponent, as the rebel forces were using weapons and military tactics used by the U.S. Due to this war, intense pressure by many countries was put on the USSR. Also, it was crippling the economy, which was making it harder for the USSR to keep up with the economic demand of the Cold War and the events of the war help and glasnost decide to create the glasnost and perestroika policies in order to help the USSR get back on its feet and to be seen as a great power by the world again. And here are important dates and people and things to remember. On April 27, 1978, the Soviet-supported communist government took control of Afghanistan, and in 1986, the introduction of the Stinger missile launcher, which helped Afghan fighters shoot down Soviet Air Force. And here are some political cartoons and pictures that might help you understand it a little better. In the top left, you have the Russian tanks going up mountains, and which were very difficult for these tanks because it was unfamiliar terrain. And then you have in the bottom right a political cartoon, which is Russia trying to figure out how to beat them, because it's all in a nutshell. So